What's up, guys? It's Sean Mayo here, and today we're going to be talking about Barnes & Noble. This is a great store. I'm really excited about it. There's some good stuff, some not so good stuff. But with using tactical arbitrage, you can work your way around a lot of that. One of the not so great things, just off the bat, is that they do have their own marketplace. So there are third-party sellers on here, so you can find some products that may not be usable. Collectibles that are selling for $100 or high price shipping, things like that. But for the most part, if you're going to be sourcing books and even a lot of the collectibles, you're going to find a ton of great deals. And the reason you're going to find a ton of great deals is because this is by far the biggest site that we've ever worked with. As you can see here, this is the number of actual items in their catalog. So 16,408,806. Walmart, for example, has about 4.2 million. So, this is by far the biggest site that we've done. It also has about 3,800 different categories. And remember, you can only do about 400, well, not about, you can do exactly 400 or less when we're doing a tactical arbitrage search. And one of the perks we put together, this list is going to be $29 because it's so big, which is the standard price we charge for all the bigger lists. There's 3,800 categories. Some of those are not usable by you. They are the ones that are or for the Nook, similar to the Amazon Kindle, but people have requested to have that data. I'm not sure exactly what that's for, but we're giving you 3 files in our bulk search. I'm going to show you how to pull your own data and the kind of URLs that work and the kinds that don't. So if you want to make your own bulk list or work with the lists that we make, either one will work. So what you're going to get, you usually get 2 files. With this search, you can get 3 because for the same price, we're giving you everything in the correct format to run a store search as well as run the library search, which is where you can compare new to new or new to used on Amazon. And you can find used items to compare with other used items. I'm not going to get into exactly what the library search is and how it works. But I'm going to show you how to use it, and I'm going to show you how to use it with Barnes & Noble. So this is another search you can run at the same time you're running the product search. You can see my other videos and see exactly all the ins and outs of how it works. We take you through every step of it, but this video is going to be more for showing you Barnes & Noble. So first off, the thing that you need to know is you need a file that's going to look in this format. So it has to, have the URL, of course, Barnes & Noble /B kids, fiction literature kids, and then /_this. If you have a question mark and anything after that, you need to remove that or the scan doesn't work. And for the library search, there's a limit of 1,000 pages. So this one is going from page 1 to 1,000. But as you can see here, if we sort this by size, there is, and look at the last page, there's a ton of ones that are over 1,000. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong file. So as you can see here, this is sorted largest first, and you can see there's some that have, or there's one that has 280,000 items in it, which is the fiction category. So as you can see, these are going to get cut off at 1,000. If you do a bulk upload, you can enter whatever the number is, but it's going to stop at 1,000. If you actually start a search, then if you enter a number over 1,000, it's going to tell you that you can't do that. So you'll have to just end it at 1,000. As you can see with this bulk search, we have It says page up to 1,000, but in reality, it's actually much bigger. So what we're looking at is one that's 4,795 pages long, but Tactical Arbitrage is stopping it at 1,000. So what we can do here is, if we want to find a category and you want to do your own search, if we go to textbooks, and then we're going to look at new textbooks, and then we will just narrow down our subcategories. You can see here at the top for accounting textbooks, there's 3,430, well within the range for Tactical Arbitrage to easily search, and you have your link up here. So as long as you don't have a question mark and then some other data after that, you're fine. If you see a question mark with anything after it, just delete the question mark and whatever is after it, and now you have a searchable link that we can bring back over here to the Tactical Arbitrage search page. And if we wanted to do the search, we would I'm going to show you how to do it in both the product search and do a library search with Barnes & Noble. We'll close the search that we're currently doing. So we're going to type in Barnes & Noble. We're going to enter this for our category. We can see it's 40 products per page. It's also 40 products per page for the library search. And if we come back over here, we can see there's 3,430. As you can see on this page, the results doesn't match what Tactical Arbitrage is searching. You always have to go with whatever Tactical Arbitrage says. So we're going to change this to 40 results per page. And then in this case, this is one of those sites that doesn't tell you how many pages there are, so you kind of have to figure it out yourself. So if we bring up the calculator, we'll see how many pages it actually is. 3,430 divided by 40, and it's going to be 85 3/4. So whatever the whole number is, always round up to the next one, because this is 3/4, so that means there's 30 extra listings. So if you only entered 85, it wouldn't get the last 30. So always go to that next page. So it would be 86 pages we want to do a search on. So we're going to start on page 1, end on 86. I'm just going to bring up my last results. Now if you're doing books, 100,000 is probably several sales a day. So when I look at books, I'm usually looking at things under 5 million. If you want something that's going to sell within the last few days, probably 1 million is a good thing to go with. So we're going to start our search, and as you can see, it's bringing up the products. It's also going to check at different stores, and that's all there is to it. If you want to do a bulk file, we'll get into showing you how to make your own bulk files just by searching. If we want to do it in the library search, that's very easy as well. What we're going to do is make sure you don't have this check mark if you're using Storefront Stalker Pro, or this one, because it's going to default to those first. So if you have nothing selected, we'll be good, or it's going to run that scan. So we're going to go and select Barnes & Noble, of course. We can paste in our URL here. We're going to start on page 1. We're going to go to page 86. And we can use our last used search. Now what I usually do is look under 5 million. You may want to look under 1 million, and you can set all this other stuff however you want. I keep it pretty simple. Shipping costs, trade-in ROI, we want to show Amazon out of stock results, which means if they were ever in stock and they're currently out of stock, it's going to show it. If we don't check that, if Amazon has ever sold in the past, it won't show us any results. And the trade-in ROI. So if there's a trade-in available, we want to see it if it's 60% or better. And we're also looking at new books, and we're going to remove the used row if the used merchant fulfilled or FBA buy box is higher than the Amazon new buy box. Obviously, we're not going to be able to sell it used if Amazon's selling it new cheaper. And that's about all I go with. You can watch our full video on doing that. There's been a lot of videos put out on doing the library search. So we're going to hit submit and start our search. And here we go. We're checking all our products, and it's going to show us how many products there are, how many are going to be added, and that's about all there is to it. Now, as you can see here, we have our Barnes & Noble list. It's quite large. One of the biggest ones we've done is it's 3,854 different categories. So as you can see, you're not going to be able to run that all at one time. There is a limit on the store search and on the library search of 400. So what we usually do is narrow that down to a specific set of subcategories. And the easiest way to do that is to sort by the name. So it's going to start at the main category and then just show all the subcategories. So if we're in Excel or whatever it is that you're using, then you just want to narrow it down by that. So now we see it shop, then all the bargain books is the first one because that's what comes first alphabetically. And then regular books and hobbies and home, kids, and so on. And then under that, you're going to see your subcategory. So you may want to select a subcategory that would fit. So all the activity and game books and probably some other ones till you get, close to your cutoff of 400. But remember, there's categories that go up to 280,000 items in your 48-hour time span before your scan gets cut off. It is going to not even get through one single category. Some of them, if they have hundreds of thousands of items. And here is the actual bulk file you'll be working on. So if you want to sort by that, again, once you get through everything, you're going to have to delete the column E. And when we build our own, what I always do, even every one that we've ever sold, we're going to go here to use bulk, upload new file, and then we download the template. So click here, you're going to download the template. It'll be in the exact right format. For Barnes & Noble, it has to look like this. It has to say Barnes & Noble or Amazon for the source. If you put barnesandnoble.com or something else, then it will not work. So you have to make sure it's in that correct format. And the same thing with the store search. If you're just going to do a straight product search, we're going to click on use bulk, upload new file, and download your template right here. Now here, if you're going to be entering multiple stores, you have to enter barnesandnoble.com. Or if you're just going to do the single store, you don't have to enter the store name. You can just download your template here and fill in your category start and ending pages, and it's all set. So if you're going to be buying our bulk scanning list, you're going to get it in the correct format for a product search. You're also going to get it in the library search and the file with extra data, which you really don't need for doing your bulk searches. We've already put in that right format for you. For the regular store search, we have left the Nook in, which is all digital files that you can't download, because a lot of people requested that from me. But the library search, it does not have that in there. Of course, you have to narrow those files down to 400 lines. There's a 400 line limit for your search, as well as delete this full name column. Depending on which file you're working with, it'll be either in column D or column E. So don't forget to delete that and delete everything over 400 lines. We usually stick to a certain subcategory, so we can do that whole section one at a time. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and the link to buy will be in the description below.